Well folks, as you can see, we got bait relatively pretty quick. Typically I don't like catching bait that fast because it's usually when you catch bait quick like that, the fishing usually stinks. But gotta have a positive outlook.
Yes, that's the thought I know.
I don't think it could suck any worse than it did last week. It was pretty bad. We were on fish like crazy, but as you'll see in the upcoming videos, I apologize that they've been delayed a little bit. It's just been, there's been a lot going on, but we're gonna get there and get these videos out to you. If you guys have any questions or have anything that you want to see, let us know. Just because if we can do it, we're gonna do it. But
well, D-Fud had a question.
No, it's D-Ha. It's D-Ha. D-Ha from YouTube. I'll put up 2 of his posts that he made asking for coordinates. Now, I've given coordinates out in the past, and a lot of people were thankful for that, and a lot of people were not thankful for that, which doesn't bother me. I could care less, to be honest with you. It's just, it is what it is. I'm just trying to help people catch fish. I can give you all the spots in the world. I can give you all the numbers, but the fact is fish have tails. They move, they swim. They can be in one spot one week and literally not there. They can be in one spot one day and literally not there the next day. So you always have to keep that in mind. Just because you think an area is good, and I've talked to many of divers that said, yeah, we go to a ledge and it looks great on the sonar, we go down there and there's nothing there or very few fish. There's reasons for that, and I'm not quite sure what, but I might even give a coordinate out today. Oh. Just for D-Ha. But anyway,
it's gonna be what, the North Pole?
Probably.
Probably got
Hey, where's the pipeline at?
It's all in fun though, folks. Literally, if you watch our show, hopefully you're learning something from it. If you have questions, let us know. We're gonna run out now and see what we can do. Chad, what are you doing?
Trying to get to my snapper.
Chad's trying to let his fish go.
He almost threw the hook at the right point. Got him. Once they get on the stamens, they don't get out.
It's a good snapper right here, boys. Yep. Look at the size of this lane.
Wow. Looks like it's another hoggy.
It's a nice hog.
Yeah.
Got some groceries.
Well, folks, today's been one of those days. We first started out, oh, I gotta retie. Whew. We first started out, first thing in the morning, we're putting fuel in the boat. One of our hoses bust on the fuel tank that we've got. So we get that situated, trying to get the trolling motor back on because I had to take it in to get some stuff done to it. Can't get the pin to go in, finally get the pin to go in. What else went wrong? Oh, then when we leave the office and we can hear the live well pump making a weird noise. And I'm like, it's probably just got some grass in it and stuff. Well, we get offshore and it starts making a really bad noise and goes, and then it stops. So now we've got a live well full of dead bait with the bucket full of dead bait. So Chad just lost, we call it a white bait ball, where we put like 5 or 6 different white baits, depending on the size of the white bait, on a hook and send it down. Well, Chad did that and he got this big pole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that another hoggy? So we're in the major feeding time right now, and I caught that nice gag. He caught that hogfish. I don't know what he is. Is it another hoggy? Another hoggy.
Back to back. Pulling the shot.
So, so we lose our live well. I don't have a backup pump, and I should have a backup pump on here. They're not as easy as those rules where you just twist and replace. It's the rule tournament one, so you got to unscrew it from the ball valve, put a new one on, and all that other stuff. So
Don't need live bait for that.
well,
They
need
eat
shrimp,
stinky pinkies.
stinky pinkies. But I always talk about the major and the minors, and our first spot we went to, we caught mangrove snapper and big lane snapper right off the bat. And then from there on, it was like we just bounced around. Went to some spots that I actually had named. One of them was gag something. Couldn't catch anything there, so I said to Chad, I said, let's go out just a little bit deeper. We were in 51, came out to 64. He lost that big gag, then I caught mine, then he caught 2 hogs. So the fishing is really good right now. But basically, I was just using 20-pound leader with an 8 ounce Stewie with an octopus hook. Now I'm gonna have to retie half my lead well. Yeah, but I still got a ton of leader on there, so that's good. So anyway, always pay attention to the minor and majors. I'm telling you right now, 90% of the time they're dead on. Put me in the rocks.
Oh, did he really? Come on.
I'll get him out.
I don't know.
That was a good
I
one.
thought you were gaining ground.
I knew it was a gag too.
Come on. White bait?
Yep.
There he came.
Hey, come on, man. You got it.
He got that on his little bitty reel. Fisher Price.
Come on. Nice and easy.
It's a gag.
Wow.
Nice job.
Nice job, buddy.
Fine.
Get him, big boy!
Has he got a ball jig in his mouth?
Nice one, dude. You did good, man. You did good. Dang. You've been sitting back there just waiting for it.
No need to measure that one.
Nice job, dude.
What I failed to mention on that gag that I just caught, he rocked me up into the ledge, so I waited patiently. I released some line, because what happens is those fish will get down in that ledge and they'll flare their gills and they'll stick themselves in a rock and they'll sit there or in a ledge and they'll wait for that pressure to come off their mouth, and when they feel that pressure release, most of the time they'll swim right back out again. And sure enough, I just waited that fish out, he swam out, and I was able to get him. Even with a frayed 20-pound leader, I was able to get him up. Just kind of played him just right, and luckily he was off the bottom a little bit, but he still got me down there. Well folks, what I did is I jumped to a 1/4 ounce. The 1/8 ounce, the tide started picking up, so I dropped to a 1/4, and I lost 2 really good fish. I'm pretty sure they were gags, but we're gonna try it again. But as soon as you see that your bait is starting to go out faster, you want to go to a little bit heavier weight. But if you want to fish light, keep it light enough to where it still looks a little natural going down. That's what it's acting like. No, not anymore. Is it? Nice. He's gonna bite. get, Tony? Mangrove? Huh.
You don't want to make it?
No.
Ramp it up.
Oh, it's already recording.
Fire it on.
The way he's running up, this might be a huge mangrove. It is.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at that one.
ooh, buddy.
That one probably 19 inches.
19 inches?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with you, son.
19 inches in a creek.
Yeah. $21.
Chad gets the assist.
All right, folks, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you kind of what it looks like on this ledge. We just came to this ledge. It's a new ledge. We just caught a hogfish, caught some other fish. I'm trying to learn how to be patient on these spots because the last spot that we fished, it started off extremely slow at this spot, and then all of a sudden we started picking them off, and then all of a sudden the big mangrove snapper started eating, and then as soon as I lost one, shut down the bite, so we had to move. But as you can see here, there's a little bit of a ledge here and off to our right, so we're kind of right on teetering on the edge of the ledge. You can see this on the Navionics relief shading, to where I was up here, then I drifted back a little bit just to see if we could find some different structure, and that's where Chad just caught that hogfish. We're not showing a lot of fish. If I zoom in on the bottom here, we're showing some fish on the bottom, but not a ton. It seems like the more show that we see, the less or the worse we do on that spot, and the less show we see, the better we typically do. So I'm not necessarily looking for a huge show of fish. I want to find a concentration of fish on smaller ledges and things like that, these fish don't get hit as hard from other boats. Come on, Chad. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this and kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. There's a bunch of ledges around here. There's this ledge. We didn't even hit this one up here. We might just go up there and hit that one. I looked at this one, not too much there. So we're gonna probably go down, look in this area. As you can see, we've got a lot of different numbers in this area, a lot of ledges, stuff like that. I'll probably just go this way and hit over here and go from there. But I just wanted to show you, I mean, as I've discussed before, the Navionics relief shading is a huge difference when it comes to finding the spots. You know, technology is giving us an opportunity to enhance our fishing, to enhance our capabilities of finding the fish. So if you don't have the Navionics relief shading or any of the relief shadings out there, I definitely would highly recommend getting them, because it's going to show you a lot of these ledges. As you can see, there's ledges all over. We've fished in here, There's some ledges we haven't even touched over here. So as you zoom out, there's more and more ledges that you can see throughout this area, especially down here, over in here. So if you don't have this tool, and if you fish inshore or offshore, it's going to give you a better opportunity to find more spots.
Hey, you gotta turn the handle.
I can't, dude.
All right, let it. Did you drag it on?
Yes.
A little bit. Stay with him, boy. You got it. Stay with it. Stay with it. There
Dude, I was fighting for 10 seconds before I ever said anything. I couldn't get anything out.
Huh? No, you got a little piggy. That one might keep. If I can get it in the boat.
That's all I wanted. Come on, baby. You gotta keep. 14 for the flat part. Oh yeah, he keeps. He's 14 and a half. Woo, made me feel better, Chad. That ride ain't gonna be so sad now. That ride home ain't gonna be so sad.
Well, folks, as you can see, I did a little. Careful now. What would you call it? Huh?
Ingenuity.
Ingenuity. And I took the wood chipper. It's 2,000 watts, so I can run this thing easily. We ran our melting pots on it when our power was out at the office. Uh-oh. Chad's got one. Oh no!
That's on a circle hook, man.
You suck.
This one's excited to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. But anyway, we've got a chum back out, but I just wanted to see if this works, and with this power bank it works great. So it would run this thing all day long. I don't want to run it all the time because it's loud, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna fill it up and then I'll turn it on periodically and shoot out. Swear to God, it's like kids on the boat again. The last 3 episodes of it, yeah. Anyway, so neat little thing here. You can adapt it to put it on your boat, and it works great. You can throw automatic chum out there, and it works. All right, folks. As I said in a video, I think it was a video ago, a couple of videos ago, I bought another 360 camera. It's the Insta 360 X3, and then I have the RS1. And I just sent down the X3. I got a case for it, sent it down. I wanted to see what it looked like down there. I brought it up and I started looking at it, and as you'll see in this footage, you'll see the ledge, you'll see scamp, you'll see mangroves, you'll see, I think I saw hogfish. I wasn't really sure, but you see how defined that ledge is. And as you see it on our screen here, you can see the snapper up in the water column. You can see the ledge. We're sitting right on the edge of it. You can't see it on the side imaging because we're right on top of it. So the ledge is within this scope, within this black part. Tony had a chance to catch fish
On camera.
on camera.
Epic fail.
But this is going to give us a really different perspective of what's down on the bottom. Instead of seeing one direction, we can see in 360 degrees, which is really cool because it's almost like putting on dive gear and going down there and looking at it yourself. So it really kind of gives me a good idea of what we're fishing, how we're fishing, what we're looking at via fish wise down on the bottom. But as I stated before, you can see the snapper coming up in the water column. You can see him swimming around the ledge. In this video, you can see cigar minnows going by. We see those a ton when we drop the camera down, but this is going to give you a different perspective, us a different perspective, and it gives me a better outlook on what these fish are reacting, how they're reacting, and how they're set up on these ledges. So hopefully you enjoy the rest of the underwater footage that we just did with the Insta 360 X3.
You walked away. You better be thankful.
We'll call it good. We'll call it good.
I mean, it wasn't a 40-mile-an-hour pull-up, screech, flip sideways, and land on the dock.
Good job,
It
Chad.
was a little smooth. It was smooth.
Well, guys, another fun day in the water. Caught a lot of fish. It was a slow bite before the major. When we first got to the first spot, it was pretty good, and then it kind of slacked off a little bit, and then it picked up a little bit. So it is what it is. We moved around quite a bit, but we ended up getting into that major. Caught that nice gag. Caught 5 keeper hogs. Caught some nice mangroves. So we did pretty good for 3 guys. Found some new spots. Fished some old areas that we haven't fished in a while, which is always good. And I hope you enjoy that underwater footage of the 360 camera. I think that's going to be a game changer for us. It gives us a whole different perspective, as I was saying before, and it's really, really going to be cool to see what's down there, and without having to dive down there, because I don't have a dive certification. So, but anyway, we just want to say thank you again for watching. We really appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.